Okay, we're going to restart this. Hi, everybody. My name is Jenny Bond. I'm with Marvelous Mouse Travels. I'm a travel agent that specializes in family vacations, especially all Disney destinations, Universal, cruises, all those fun things. Hawaii, love Hawaii, and I chatted about Hawaii last week. Please comment in the box if you have any questions. Tonight we're going to be talking about fall at Disneyland, which is my favorite time to go. We'll also be covering information about the upcoming events at Disneyland this fall, as well as I'll have a question and answer period, and then we'll end with a giveaway. So if you have any questions, please put them in the comment box now, and I will go ahead and answer those at the end. So just wanted to get started a little bit here. Why fall? And if fall is your favorite time to go to Disneyland, just put a comment in there because I'd love to hear. Or if you have a different favorite time to go, then please comment there. Hi, Ashley. Glad you could join us. So fall is one of my favorite times to go because usually the crowds are a little bit lower because school started and not everybody wants to take their kids out of school. So that's one big plus right there. Also, the weather is cooler than during summer. Now in Anaheim, it's still going to be warm in the fall usually. So most of the time you can still hit the pools and fun things like that. If you want to run to the beach, the water will be cold, but it will still be nice out so you can lay on the beach. And Disneyland will be much more tolerable because you don't have those high temperatures. So you can still enjoy wearing shorts and enjoy the beautiful weather without getting fried. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Brittany. Thanks for joining us. So two of the reasons fall: crowds and weather. And then we get into all the fun extras during fall because we know it's Halloween time and they do so many fun things for Halloween, and as well as release a lot of extra merchandise related to the holidays and treats, extra treats. And if you know me, I'm a foodie, so I love extra treats. So we're going to talk a little bit more specifically about all of those. But Halloween this year at Disneyland, they will be putting out the Halloween stuff. They'll be ready to go September 6th, and they'll conclude a lot of the Halloween things October 31st, so on the day of Halloween. After that, they'll start transitioning to Christmas, and they'll still have some fall stuff up, usually after October 31st, but come November 8th, they'll be ready to go for Christmas. So if you want to go a little bit later in the fall, in November, you'll be able to take advantage of the Christmas stuff early. So that's really fun. I'm going to transition here. Okay, we're going to talk about two different things. One is what you can do at Disneyland just on a regular day with a regular park ticket. And then we'll talk a little bit about the Halloween party. And that is an extra ticketed event, and that is spectacular. So if you are interested in that, it's a great way to go too. But we'll talk a little bit about both of them. So if you're just joining us, make sure you comment in the box. We're going to have a giveaway, and those who have commented will be entered into that giveaway. So make sure that you have commented in the box and let us know your favorite treat, something about Disneyland, if you have a question, and I'll get to all those later. So, all right, without a party ticket, so on a regular Disneyland ticket, what can you do? What can you experience if you go during the fall? So one is the decor. You may have seen pictures before. There are so many great decorations that they put up. Disney goes all out for the holidays, and Halloween is no exception. So you walk in, and before you even get in the gates at Disneyland, they'll have decorations up at the ticket gates. And so that is really, really fun. They'll have pumpkins, they'll have fall colors, they'll have fall flowers out, and Main Street is just decked with pumpkins and jack-o'-lanterns especially. You may have seen they have a giant jack-o'-lantern when you first get in, right after you enter Disneyland, right on Main Street. They have a giant Mickey-shaped jack-o'-lantern, and it's a great spot for pictures, and they usually have a Disney photographer there taking pictures. If you get Max Pass, that's included, and I always recommend Max Pass. So that's really fun. Then Main Street is just decked out on both sides, all over the place with different pumpkins. It's so fantastic, and it really puts you in the fall mood. And one of my favorite places to take it all in is to go up on the train station, right there at the balcony, and to look out above Main Street and look down all the way to the castle. You can see these beautiful fall decorations throughout Main Street. So that is one great thing. Forgive me, I'm going to be checking my notes because there's so much to cover. Another thing is they do usually decorate for Dia de los Muertos during this time. So if you're familiar with that, that's a lot of floral, a lot of skeletons, but not in a creepy way, in a fun, jubilant way. If you're familiar with Coco, that movie gives you a feeling for what it would be like in the areas where they decorate for Dia de los Muertos. And they do that back in Frontierland usually. And then in California Adventureland, they do a little bit of that usually too. I haven't read specifics about that this year. I'm assuming they're doing it again, but it could be that they are not. So we'll see. But usually they do, and it's really fun to see those decorations up. And then we have at California Adventure, when you first get there, they have a huge Oogie Boogie sign. I mean, a huge Oogie Boogie above the ticket stalls and then the entrances. And then there's bats around the whole thing. And so right before you even get in, you're getting excited for that. And California Adventure, they didn't used to decorate it like they do now, but it is fully decked out. It is amazing. And I went a couple years ago and just was completely wowed by what they do there. So you go in and they have the Headless Horseman, a statue, and it comes to life every once in a while, and there's smoke coming out and it lights up, and it's really cool. They have a photographer there as well, so it's really fun to get pictures there. They have bats overhead right near Carthay Circle. And at night, it lights up like you wouldn't believe. The whole place is lit in purples and greens and all these Halloween colors that really get you in the mood. It's really exciting. Then you head over to Radiator Springs, and that place is amazing. It has been completely transformed for Halloween. Everything you could think of is decked out, and they've been really creative with it. They've taken different car parts and things related to cars and made them into Halloween decorations, which is really cool. Everything from, the cones that they've decorated with jack-o'-lantern faces to, some of the tractors from cars that they've wrapped in mummy, like a mummy, and just all sorts of things. Is really amazing. Like, you have to go there during the day, and then you have to go there again at night because it's really spectacular to take in. And then, I already mentioned this one a little bit, the Dia de los Muertos. They usually have it in the back in the Paradise Gardens areas where they usually have that. So that's really fun. And sometimes they have crafts and little activities that are free that you can go and enjoy. So that's really fun. Okay, let's talk about treats. One of my favorites. So they haven't yet released what treats that they will have this year. They usually come out with a little foodie guide, and I love to go through that and circle all my favorites, circle the ones that I want to get, because it just is fun for me, and maybe it's fun for you too. But you can plan on all your favorite fall flavors. So pumpkin, caramel apple, candy corn, all those great flavors. One of my favorite things is the Mickey macaron that they do in a pumpkin flavor, and it's just delicious. You can count on churros in different flavors. You can count on bat cookies. They always have bat cookies, so plan on that. Sometimes they have a Mickey vampire sourdough, and that's really cool. Just all sorts of great treats. But I'm excited to see when they release the guide what they have planned for this year, because they usually bring some favorites back. And they usually have some new things that are really exciting and fun. So plan to watch for that, and I try to put it on my Facebook page. So if you are watching, if you're on my Facebook page, you'll probably see that. Hi Natalie, hi Tammy, glad you're here. Make sure you comment so that I can enter you into the drawing. But I'm glad you guys are here. Merchandise. So of course Disney always has themed merchandise. Some of the things that we've seen in the past, and again, we're waiting to see what they're going to release this year. Poison apple themed mugs, poison apple themed popcorn buckets. Those popcorn buckets are always a hot item at the Disney parks. So we'll see. They've had Oogie Boogie themed popcorn buckets in the past too, which have been really a popular item as well. You can count on themed ears, Minnie ears, Mickey ears, those kinds of things. Of course, pins. That's one of my favorite things to collect at Disney, actually. I like when they have a theme or an event to get a pin that goes right along with that theme, because then I can remember the different ones that I've been to. And it just is like a little special thing that I know won't be repeated every single time I go to a Disney park. So I like to get some of those pins. Characters. They have special characters out in the fall. And two that you can count on, Jack Skellington and Sally. And they aren't out the rest of the year. So if you want to see them, fall is the time to go and to meet with them. And they are usually over by the Haunted Mansion, somewhere over there. And in that same area, they usually have merchandise that goes with The Nightmare Before Christmas. So if you really love that movie, Halloween is definitely, and fall is definitely the time to go to take advantage of that and to see that merchandise and all those fun things that they have out there. Mickey and Minnie will be in costume all day. So not just at night, but during the day. And you can see them in their costumes. And it's just fun to see them in something different. If you go to Disneyland and you see them on at other times, they won't be in those costumes. So it's fun to see them in those costumes. And then another one is Cars. So when you're in California Adventure, to see Mater dressed up and he's usually, when I've seen him, he's been a vampire, Dracula, and that's fun. And then to see Lightning McQueen, I'm trying to remember what he's dressed up as. I can't remember right now. Maybe you do. If you remember what Lightning McQueen is dressed at, comment, because I can't remember right now. But to see them in their costumes is really fun. Because would you expect to see a car in a costume? Maybe not. But they have it at Disneyland in the fall. Okay, and then at Disneyland, the night show that they do is Halloween Screams. And it's a short 10-minute show in front of the castle and on Main Street where they light up, they have projections, they have all sorts of fun stuff. And you can, if they're doing fireworks that night, which they don't do every night during the fall, the fireworks will be right after Halloween Screams. So you can stick around for the fireworks right after that. But it's really fun. They have all the Halloween fun music. It's not spooky, it's just fun. And the whole place is lit up and it just puts you in a festive Halloween mood. Okay, overlays. If you've been to Disneyland at other times, you've probably experienced a lot of the rides. Now, during the fall, they will have overlays, which means that they have a different theme or they change things up a little bit and it's a whole new experience. So at Disneyland Park, they will have Haunted Mansion, and it is completely different. It's on the same track, but other than that, it's completely different from the regular Haunted Mansion ride. And happy birthday, Haunted Mansion! It's the 50th anniversary. Who loves Haunted Mansion? It is one of my favorites for sure. Oh, there we go. Thanks, Tammy. Lightning McQueen is a superhero. Yes, you're right. You're right. He has like a little mask and a cape, I think, on. Thank you for that. But yeah, Disneyland is Haunted Mansion is completely made over into Nightmare Before Christmas. On the outside, on the inside, leading up to it, you can see Jack Skellington over the sign. It's completely different. The music is different. The whole thing is just transformed, and it is exciting. Now, some people like the regular one the best. Some people like the holiday one better. Comment here like whether if you've been on both experiences, which one you prefer. For me, it's a toss-up. I can't decide. I just love them both. Also, they usually do Space Mountain and overlay there, and it's Ghost Galaxy, and it definitely has ghosts through it, and it is a little bit spookier. So if you have young children who get frightened by that, you may want to skip that ride this time. They haven't yet announced that they're doing Ghost Galaxy this year, so you'll just have to wait and see. That's not confirmed, but they have done it in the past. And if you're a Space Mountain fan who loves ghosts and they have like screams in it and things like that, it might be fun for you. Then over at California Adventure, they have a few more overlays. One that I really love is the Guardians of the Galaxy. They transform it to Monsters After Dark, which is trying to rescue Groot, baby Groot. So that is fun, and it's definitely a hot ticket fast pass. So they do Guardians of the Galaxy, and then they do, over at Cars Land, they do Luigi. They transform Luigi's Rollickin' Roadsters, am I saying that right, into Luigi's Honkin' Halloween. So they have some Halloween music, Halloween stories that are part of that ride. And then Mater's Junkyard Jamboree transforms into Mater's Graveyard Jamboree. And that one I just love because they've taken Halloween songs, classic Halloween and monster songs, and changed them. And Mater is singing them, and they don't do the traditional lyrics, but they change it up. So they're just Mater's own take on these Halloween songs, and it just makes it really delightful. I just love it. So if you're going, I would prioritize fast passes for Haunted Mansion, Space Mountain if they're doing the overlay, and for Guardians of the Galaxy, because those people just love to go see those overlays, and so the fast passes can go quickly. So I would definitely prioritize that. So moving on to the Halloween party. So this year they're doing something totally new. In the past, they've had Mickey's Halloween party over at Disneyland. This year they're shaking it up. They're doing Oogie Boogie's Bash over at California Adventure. So this is all new. They've released details. I've been to the Halloween party, but of course, since this is all new, I haven't been to this exact Halloween party. So I'm going to tell you a few of the details and the things that they're doing, and it should be fun. So the Halloween party, the first one is September 17th, and they do them on select nights through October 31st. Some of the dates are already sold out. So if you're thinking about going to the Halloween party this year, get your tickets now because you can't guarantee that you'll be able to get a ticket later. The prices start at $110 per person, and everybody 3 and up needs a ticket. If you come during the day, you still need a ticket at night. So once the Halloween party starts, they start to usher everybody out that doesn't have a wristband. So you get there and you give them your ticket and they give you a wristband. And they're watching for those wristbands for people that are going on the rides, for people that are, throughout the park. They'll be ushering those people out once the party starts. So if you want to go, get yourself a ticket. The party starts at 6 p.m. and goes till 11 p.m. The cool thing is that you can enter the park 3 hours early. So if you don't have a day ticket, you can come in at 3 o'clock, or I think on Sundays, if you go to a Sunday party, it's 4 hours early and you can enter at 2 p.m. But the other days, you can enter at 3 p.m. And the cool thing about that is that they don't have fast passes during the Halloween party. So you can come in earlier, do some fast pass rides, and take advantage of some fun things that might be closed later. Not all the restaurants are open during the Halloween party. Not all the smaller rides are open. So if you want to take advantage of some of those before the party starts, that's a great time to do it. So to come early and do that. So some of the cool things that they're going to have during the Halloween party this year. Mickey's Trick or Treat. Now, this is a stage show that they're going to have at California Adventure. It's going to have classic characters in their costumes. It's going to have fun music, dancing, bubbles, fun things like that. It's going to be really family friendly and kid friendly. So if you like those kinds of shows, make sure you have that on your list to hit that. Another great thing, Descendants, Descend Dance. It's a dance. So a little play on words there. So they'll have the Descendants characters, they'll have the Descendants music, and it'll be a little fun like dance party with all the music and the characters. So if you have members of your family who are Descendants fans, that would be really fun for them. Another one that they have is Villainous, and this is a transformation of World of Color. So they've taken World of Color, and for this time period, they will be doing a story that is hosted by Oogie Boogie and involves a little girl and takes her through as on this story, she encounters multiple Disney villains. Maleficent is one. What's his name? I can't remember how to say it. Felsier or whatever from Princess and the Frog. A whole bunch of different villains she'll encounter during this, and there will be music and lights and lasers and water as they have for World of Color with the fountains. So that will be really amazing, I think. I would definitely put that on my must-do list if I were going to the party. Another one that I think is amazing is they're going to have Villains Grove, and they're going to transform the Redwood Creek Challenge Trail into this amazing walkthrough that you encounter different villain areas. So they're going to have twisted vines, and they're going to have lights, and they're going to have, let me see all the things. They're going to have so many amazing things. So it's going to be candlelit, twisted vines, mist, fog. You're going to encounter the Queen of Hearts garden and Scar's elephant graveyard and a lightning forest, just to name a few things. Doesn't that sound amazing? I totally want to go walk through that. And then you'll get out and escape just in the nick of time, and everything will be wonderful. But it's going to be a little bit spooky and fun, and I think it just sounds very amazing, especially if you like villains. If you're a villain fan, you should be there at Halloween, because usually the villains are out, especially during the party. You can meet all sorts of characters that you never see in the parks at other times. The character meet and greets are amazing. If you've been to the Halloween party, just comment on a villain that you may have seen there. I've seen Cruella de Vil. I've seen, of course, Jack and Sally. I've seen Maleficent. It just seems like all the villains are out, and they're just so delightful, especially the face characters, the ones who aren't in masks but whose faces are exposed. They just are so fun to chat with, and they love to be in character and just, I don't know, be villainous. Okay, they also have Frightfully Fun Parade, which of course is a parade, and they'll have a lot of the villains there. It's going to end this year with the Cheshire Cat, which is new, and I'm excited to see what they do with that, with the Cheshire Cat. But Maleficent will be there, the dragon. It'll be a spectacular parade for sure. And then one of my kids' favorite things is the trick-or-treat trails. And they are very generous with the trick-or-treating. They'll give you a bag, and it's, maybe about that size of a bag with handles, and they'll give you as many as you want. And you can take that bag around. You can also take your own bag. You can also empty it into your backpack and reuse it again. Or like I said, get additional ones. They don't really, I don't know, they're pretty generous with all of that. Adults can go trick-or-treating. You don't have to be in costume to go trick-or-treating. And the trails are amazing. Usually You enter one, and there's multiple stations within one trail, and so you can go from one to the next, and do multiple treats. The treats are really generous. They have sweet things. They have some healthier options. I've seen carrots, apple slices. I've seen goldfish, candy, of course, chocolate and gummy candy, pretzels, cheese balls, all sorts of stuff. So I love to do the trick-or-treating with my kids and then take all those back and then use them as lunch treats for my kids' lunches, or just eat them because they're so delicious. But I just love that. It is great. And sometimes there's a bit of a line for some of the treat trails, and I don't like to wait in line there because it takes up too much of the party time, so I'll just move on. I'll only go to them if they have a short line. So just, if you're that way too, then just skip the ones with long lines and move on to others that have short lines, because there are several different locations. So that's great. All right. Okay, costumes. You may know that Disneyland, as children, you can wear costumes. Children can wear costumes to Disneyland. Adults cannot wear costumes to Disneyland on regular days. But when they have the Halloween party, adults are also welcome to wear costumes. They do have some guidelines. Adults cannot wear masks of any kind. They have a whole list of guidelines. They're not really particular, but there are some guidelines. So if you're going and you want to wear a costume, you'll want to make sure that you check out those guidelines to make sure that you're following those rules and that you can go in. It's so fun, even if you're not dressing up in costume, to just check out everybody else's costumes, because there's always people that have themes for their whole group. There's people that have amazing, very detailed costumes that are really fun to see. So definitely keep your eye out and be people watching when you go to the Halloween party. You can't, if you go during the day, you can't wear your costume, even if you're going to the party at night. You can't wear your costume during the day unless it's a child. So another option is to wear a themed t-shirt that has a Halloween theme. You can wear that all day. So if you want to just do that and not change during the day, or if you don't want to dress up completely but you want a little hint of holiday in your clothing, then that's a great option too. There's some amazing t-shirts out there, and you can make them yourself, or you can find them all over the internet. So that's great. Okay. I hope you are commenting, because only those who are commenting will be entered into the drawing. And ask your questions, because I'll be doing those at the end. Okay. One other thing I wanted to hit on is Disney tours. Disney does do tours at a lot of their parks. They have small group tours, VIP tours, and they have themed tours. And one that they have for Halloween is Disney's Happy Haunts tour. And it's $99 per person. That doesn't include your admission. So if you want to go on this tour, you need to purchase an admission ticket and then book the tour and pay that $99 per person. This is geared more towards older kids. They do, I haven't been on this tour, but from what I've read, they do like ghost stories and legends related to the park. And Haunted Mansion is definitely one of the focuses also of the tour. It's a 2.5-hour walking tour with a small group. And usually they hit a couple attractions, like a couple rides, and they walk you around and they tell you amazing things. I've been on one of these, not the haunted tour, but I've been on another tour with Disney at Disney World, and it was amazing. And you just felt like you got all this inside information that was really interesting. And I definitely would recommend it if you are interested in finding out more, and if you're interested in an experience that's a little bit different and a little bit more in depth. Tours are amazing. Yeah, so that is it. I love fall at Disneyland. I wore my orange shirt because I was going to be talking about fall. It's so exciting to see things in the stores right now and get excited for the fall experience, but Disney does holidays like nobody else. So if you're planning a trip to Disneyland, fall is going to be a great time to go. And like I said, if you want to hit the holidays, the end of fall, like the beginning of November, middle of November, would be a great time to go and be able to hit the Christmas stuff. So either way, you can hit a great holiday period in there. If you are interested in some help with the Disneyland trip, let me know. I would love to help you. I'm going to go through and review these questions here or these comments. So if you have one, please, that you haven't asked yet, please comment. And like I said, if you haven't commented yet, I'll put that comment in there so you can be entered to win. I'm going to be giving away an Amazon gift card. So, and who doesn't shop at Amazon? Don't we all love Amazon? Okay. Hi, Tammy. Oh, we have two Tammys, Tammy Good and Tamara Nix. Hello to both of you. And Tammy Nix said, the cars on Halloween is the best. Great details. And yeah, you helped me with that. Lightning McQueen is a superhero. Yes. Yeah. Cars on, I know. I don't even know how they came up with all that. It's just so amazing. Just their team is so creative. I just love it. Okay. And Tammy Nick said, I think I might love the Nightmare version better than the normal Haunted Mansion, but it's so close. I actually didn't care for Ghost Galaxy really loud. Yeah, Ghost Galaxy is definitely for those who want that experience with the loud screams and the ghosts through there. I prefer the original Space Mountain myself too, and I have one child who wouldn't even go in there because of the sounds. So it's definitely something for a specific audience, and if you're not sure, try it out. And like I said, I don't even know if they're doing it for sure this year. So, but you like the Nightmare version of Haunted Mansion best, huh? I just can't decide. They're both so fun. Okay. All right. Tamara Nick said, okay, so you've seen the Evil Queen, Queen of Hearts, and Cruella were your favorites. Yes. I love that. Cruella and the Evil Queen are hilarious too. They are just so fun to banter with because they just are just great characters. Okay, question. Are the tours any day, time, or just at the Halloween party? Will they have some Lion King action? You know, I haven't heard of any Lion King action other than Scar's Elephant Graveyard, which will be part of that party in that Redwood Challenge Creek Trail area that they'll transform. So that's one thing that could be really cool. I don't know the details on that other than they are doing the Scar's Elephant Graveyard. Hopefully they'll have Scar in the parade. That would be great. I would love that. The tours are select days. I don't have the exact dates on me right now, but they are two and a half hours, and they are during the day. They're not at night, from what I understand. So hopefully that helps you there. Okay. I don't see any other questions. If I missed any, I will come back and I will comment on them after I finish here. But I don't see any other questions that I missed. So if you have any questions related to Disney vacations or other vacations, feel free to reach out to me. Right here below, right there, is my Facebook information, my Instagram, and my email. So feel free to follow me on Facebook or Instagram or send me an email. If you're interested in a quote and some help with a Disneyland or other vacation, send me an email, or you can use my quote form, which I will put in here. It's tinyurl.com/Jenny MMT. And I would love to help you. My services are free. My quotes are free. And I just love planning vacations, so I would love to help you. Okay, once again, comment, and I will be going through these comments and doing a giveaway. After this, I'll contact you if you are the winner. But it's been so fun to chat with you tonight about fall at Disneyland. I hope some of you get to go this year. next week on Mondays with MMT. We have this every week on Mondays. We have Facebook Lives throughout a lot of our groups that are sponsored by our travel agency, and there's just a lot of good information. So next week, I will be in the Disney Cruise Line group, so find that if you're not a member yet, and I'll be chatting about Castaway Key, which is a spectacular private Disney island that a lot of the Bahamas and Caribbean cruises stop at if you're on a Disney cruise. So I can't wait to chat with you there. Join me again next Monday at the same time. And I hope you have a great evening. And thank you again. Good night.